We're lacking quite a bit of health, but I think we can still do this in one man, so I'm gonna give it and hope for the best. Avalanche Yeti is going to charge you. He's going to shoot those icicles at you. Eventually he's going to burrow underground, which is more annoying than anything else. And I think that's it. His desperation move I'll explain when he uses it. There he is burrowing underground. You're just going to use your Thunder Dancer on him every time he pops up. If you can hit him. Man, it doesn't really do a whole lot. His desperation move is nothing to really fear or worry about. Here it is here. He's gonna blow snow up into the air and it's gonna drop down in snowflakes. You can kill them with Thunder Dancer, you can kill them with your blaster. They're fairly easy to avoid. That was Avalanche Yeti. Got a sleeping kitty under my elbow. And my girlfriend's doing homework to my left. So I'm kind of curled up in the couch in the middle, recording this video for you guys.
Time to go home.
And there we go. We now have the ice weapons. We can go kill Burn Rooster, the worst name of any Mega Man character ever. We got a B. We're moving up in the world even though I died. Back into chip dev. You only have to buy the retry chips if you die more than twice in a level. They do give you your 2 free ones every time. Buy life up for 0. And we'll buy life up for X as well. The extra hits help when you're just dashing through things recklessly.
Great job, Zero.
Okay, so Burn Rooster. This is the another horrible stage. For some reason, my run, the way I planned it, I ended up doing my 3 least favorite stages first. And when I was practicing, that didn't help at all. I pretty much drove myself insane the first day just trying to beat these first 3 levels. I guess I could probably give you guys a little bit of history about myself in TSG. My first time ever watching TSG was the last Metroid Marathon, I believe, actually. I happened to see the ad on Kotaku, and I jumped off a cliff. That's what I did. and I stopped in and I watched it for a little while. I hadn't created an account. I was still like a Ustreamer in the chat. And I watched for a bit and then kind of forgot about it. And then I happened to see an ad for the 2009 Pokemon Marathon, or 2008 Pokemon Marathon. And that was when I joined up on the forums, because Gwellen was spamming you should join the TSG forums macro and all that good stuff. But I watched most of that marathon, I really enjoyed it. And eventually they asked me if I'd be a chat op for them. So I did that. And there was a topic on the forum saying if you could participate in any, or play any game for a TSG marathon, what marathon would it be? And I just answered Final Fantasy or Mega Man. And when the Final Fantasy marathon was revealed, Britt asked me if I'd play Final Fantasy for them, or a Final Fantasy for them. He actually gave me the choice of which one I wanted to play. I chose the first one because it was one of the first games I ever played, and definitely one of the first games I ever beat. Probably the first game I ever beat. Yes, it took me 18 years to beat the first Mario game. And yeah, I did Final Fantasy. It was fun. I did pretty good, I think. Like 4 hours for Final Fantasy is decent. And then I saw they didn't have a player for Mega Man X7 or X8, and I saw Mega Man X8 in a bargain bin for $10. So I picked it up, And I got in contact with Britt and said, hey, do you have a player for X8 yet? He said no, so I jumped on the opportunity, and I think I did pretty good on X8. And then Resident Evil came around, and I was asked to do Resident Evil 3, or if I could do Resident Evil 3, and I agreed, but sadly my internet and capture card didn't agree with me, so I didn't get to do that one. But hopefully you'll see me again in some future marathon. Now, here is one of the few armor upgrades I actually get. There are only 3 I got in my run out of the possible 10 I think there are in this game, excluding Zero's upgrades and Axel's upgrades. But the odds of me dying getting this armor are pretty good, so bear with me. I think I died a bazillion times trying to get it during my marathon run, actually. I remember Dry was actually whispering me tips on how not to die. Oh, I definitely hit the spikes twice there and didn't die, so that's pretty cool. Alright, there we go. Got it first try. Well, second try if you count the fact that I fell. But I didn't die, so that's all that matters. Okay, now if we die, it doesn't really matter because I've already got the armor upgrade. And just for the record, I just now checked to make sure my mic wasn't muted. If it was, I would probably be crying right now. Alright, we died, but like I said, it doesn't matter. We got the main thing we needed. Okay, now when we dash, that was the boot upgrade by the way, when we dash we turn invincible, or invisible I guess, but also invincible, and don't take damage. Comes in really handy when you're trying to speed by things. The only other upgrades we're going to get are the head upgrade, which will give us an attack when we jump, and the armor upgrade to reduce the damage we take. And the main reason we're getting either of those is simply because they're along the way. Although they both come in very handy. This is a somewhat tricky jump. You have to be low, peek, and dash. Okay, X took some damage, but we're good. This is going to be the first confrontation we have with Vile, who shows up every 3 stages or so, give or take. He does have a weakness to Drift Diamond, the ice weapon we just got, so we're going to keep using that on him. We're actually going to use Zero's version, because Zero's expendable at this point. X is much better for the boss. Zero's moves are kind of fighting game-ish. Like, for that move you have to hit up and your special weapon move, or special weapon button. There's a secret up here. You don't really need to get it, so we're not going to. I believe it's the full weapon tank upgrade. We're going to use X just because I prefer him a little more. I was busy talking about something else at the start of this, so I didn't really get to explain these platforms. It's just the screen scrolls, you have to not die. If you get stuck on the top, you take damage. If you fall faster than the platforms are coming up, you're going to die. This is the main reason I hate this level. Axel is a really good choice in this level for the fact, just because he can hover. But my bias towards Axel far outweighs his usefulness. Okay, we're almost at the bottom, but the hardest part is still to come. Alright, I think we're in the clear. Alright, this is going to be Burn Rooster. This is probably the simplest boss, but he has the worst level. As always, I'll explain what's going on as it happens. I've already got Drift Diamond equipped. Just shoot him with Drift Diamond. Every time you hit him, he does that counter where he turns towards you and kicks the ground, creating a flame wave.